Next position we need to look at, let's come into the 50-50 here, Sam. We're going to get into our first little bit of grabbing onto somebody's heel. And we're going to do it here in the 50-50. So when we're looking to heel hook, the majority of the times you want a downward striking elbow and then followed by an upward striking uppercut. Then you've got a nice heel hook position. Okay, so Sam's going to pinch my toes into her armpit. So again, when we're in position from here, come back up again, Sam. The first thing she wants to do is get rid of all that dead space in between my leg and her ribs. So she grabs a hold of my ankle, she pulls it into her armpit space. Now she pinches my toes. So she wants her elbow locking into the toes from there, and then she uppercuts to make sure she's got tension from that point. Then there's a number of different grips that can be made. You can go to a gable grip, a butterfly grip, a power heel hook grip, or an steamer lock grip for the absolute tightest finish possible. So
I like this.
Yes, my favorite tends to be the wrist-to-wrist butterfly. On the most flexible of people, I will switch to a power heel hook grip, which is simply just holding the heel and then applying a butterfly from there. See? And now what this does is gets rid of the defense that we're about to practice. But for now. So my partner gets into position from here. She has the heel hook. If you want to get used to practicing from this position, the mechanic itself is starting to bring your elbow towards your butt. So Sam wants to lower her shoulder to the floor, you see. And again, there are two different ways you can always look at this. Sam can either roll up onto her shoulder, you see, and then she uses the pressure through her hips to apply the heel hook, you see, or, that's fine. Or if she just brings her elbow down, then she's rotating my ankle instead, you see. So now she's rotating the upper body and then applying pressure through my heel and getting the same tap. So again, the more powerful positions, the one you'll see at the highest level, is going to be the bridging mechanic because you have so much power through your hips to finish. So ideally, we would be coming up onto our shoulder in most scenarios, you see? Which again, all Sam's doing from here is just taking her shoulder back again and she's bridging forward. Now you can see my knee internally rotating and there's the tap there. See? So what we're going to do is I want you to get a feel for that, and then we're going to go into a drill of sort of catching, defending, and recatching and moving from there. So again, Sam, we're just going to start off 50-50. Sam's going to hook my ankle in towards her armpit. She's going to pinch. So it's a downward elbow strike to the toes, uppercut under the heel, butterfly grip applied. Now you can go straight back. See, let your elbow touch the floor first, just so we don't shock our partners, especially if this is the first time you're being heel hooked. And then we go shoulders to the floor, but we've also got to go elbow in. So it's shoulder down there, you see. And then you can see the rotation. Hopefully you can see clearly enough. You should be able to see my knee and my ankle are going in different directions from there. So Sam's leg entanglement is holding my knee in place whilst rotating my heel externally. When she comes up onto her shoulder, so let's just switch this way, let's see a bit more of the shoulder. See? When she goes to her shoulder here, now the hip is completely raised, you see? There's all this space underneath here. All of her weight is on Sam's shoulder. She's into like a shoulder stand position. Now again, there's not so much rotation from the upper body because all of this power is through the legs. So when Sam bridges into the side of my knee, she's also pulling on my heel. See, so now my knee's going in this direction, my heel's going up to the sky, and then leg explodes, and there's your heel. Okay, guys? So two different mechanics, and again, you'll get to those different situations in a number of positions. Both are effective depending on the position that you're in. If you look at someone like a Husimal Palhares, an absolute beast of a man, then he doesn't necessarily bridge into the leg because his upper body is so strong that he can explode it with just a pull. Whereas you look at Craig Jones, Lachlan Giles, a lot of their finishes is up on the shoulder and a bridge into the side of the knee, which is a little bit more functional. Okay, guys? So let's give that a try from the 50-50 first. And then we're going to go into our catch and release system later on.